I remember about 10 years ago, I overheard a conversation that my stepmother was having with my dad about someone that she worked with. She used to smoke 40 a day. She used to be overweight. She used to have this terrible lifestyle. She was working in a cafe, whatnot. And then one day she just woke up and changed it all. And I remember hearing that. I must have been about 10 years old at the time, or I was young. Anyway, but I still think about that conversation frequently and often, because it was at that moment that I heard that I had the epiphany that you can just become anybody you want to be in a split second based off a decision. Anything about yourself that you dislike right now, you can flip a switch in your mind and it's gone. Now, you can flip a switch in your mind and it's gone sounds oversimplified, and it is. But you can make a decision to make a change, and the more time elapses that change stays consistent, it becomes a part of you. Now, if you are a person who is always late, tomorrow you can make the decision, I am going to be the kind of person who is always on time. And tomorrow you can be on time for everything throughout that day. The day after that, you can continue on time. The day after that, on time. The day after that, on time. If you keep making that decision that this is your new identity, this is who you are now the guy that is always on time, you will become that person as long as you make the decision to do so every single day. And the more you make that decision over a period of weeks, months, year, let's say you make the decision now, right? Okay, I'm always late. I don't like that. I don't like the way it feels. I don't like to be disrespectful. I'm going to start being on time now. You have changed who you are as a person. You have changed your identity. And once you have done that for a week, a month, a year, it is you. So at first, it'll feel like you're pretending. No matter what the change is. I'm just using lateness here as an example because that's something that a lot of people struggle with and maybe perhaps don't like about themselves. I say a lot of people, it might be a small percentage of the population, but a lot of people in my family have done that, and it rubbed off on me, and I made the decision to just change it. But anything about yourself, the lifestyle that you're living now, if your lifestyle is to just go to work, go home, play Xbox and eat lots of food, you probably reap results right now that reflect those actions that you take. What do I mean by that? Well, you probably, if that's the lifestyle you live, it's likely that you're overweight or obese. And if that's the case, it's likely that you're unhappy with the way that you look or the lifestyle that you live in, you're concerned about your health, etc, etc, etc. But the good news is that no matter what the problem is, you don't have enough money, you can make the decision to become the kind of individual that has the opposite to that. If you are someone who is broke, always late and out of shape, you can be the guy that's always on time, in shape, and has a large amount of money just by making the decision to do so, just by changing who you are as a person. And if you decide to change those three things, to begin with, you may experience a popular phenomenon known as imposter syndrome. You may have experienced it before, and if not, you may experience it in the future. Imposter syndrome is the feeling that you're pretending to be something that you're not. You feel guilty for receiving rewards for something that you don't feel like you have earned, or you just don't feel like the person that you are is true to yourself. So if you are late, out of shape, and don't have a lot of money, and you start doing the things that someone who is always on time, has a lot of money, and is in good shape starts to do, because if you start doing the things that a person in that situation does, you will get the rewards that that person has. If you start doing those things, the first few days, the first couple of weeks, it might feel like you're pretending to be someone that you're not. It feels uncomfortable. You're not used to it. It's not your usual way of living. You feel like, who am I? Who am I trying to be? But after a few months, up to a year, it just becomes who you are. That imposter syndrome, it for the first couple of weeks, it might go like this, and then over time, it'll start to come down, and you'll just realize after a certain period of time that this is just you. You aren't pretending anything. You just are this person now. You are this person that is always on time. You are this person that is in shape, that does the things that people who are in shape does. You are this person that has got money. You are this person that's got his affairs in order. You have just changed who you are as a person just based off a single decision, and making that same decision over an extended period of time. That is the most important part. I can't just decide now to change something about my life today and then tomorrow totally forget about it. You have to consistently choose to do it every single day. If it's important to you, that won't be a problem. You're not going to forget. Just make the decision every single day and flip that switch in your mind to become the person that you want to be. No one is forcing you to live the life that you're living right now. No one is forcing you to live the way that you are living right now. And if you are unhappy with what you have gotten, with what you have got in life, it is because of every decision that you've decided to take so far. Change the decisions. Make a better plan. Start following a different course. Try and course correct and follow the map to where you want to be in life. Now that map is different for everyone. That goal that you have in mind is different for everyone. Whatever you feel your life's purpose is, whatever you feel the bigger picture is, everyone has a different idea in their minds. But whatever it is, everybody is capable of achieving it. Everybody is capable of achieving it. And it can be scary and daunting to start that journey, and sometimes you can put it off because it just seems like a lot. It seems like a lot of hard work. It seems like a lot of commitment. But just begin. It is the best thing you will ever do. It is the best thing you will ever do. And if you experience the imposter syndrome within the first couple of weeks, first couple of months, don't succumb to it. Don't go back to your old ways. Don't be pulled back to your old paradigm. Don't go back to your old habits. Just keep going and it will become the new you. You are not going to be an imposter. You are going to be this new version of yourself. Flip the switch, make the choice, decide what you want out of life and start working towards it right away. With all that being said, my friends, I'll catch you on the next video.